So I was listening to Uncle Phil on the African diaspora, and he was talking about how black people keep voting for the Democrats, and the Democrats don't do nothing. We sit back and watch them give reparations to everybody else, the Asian community, the Afghan community, just giving everybody else except for dark-skinned people. I mean, he said something that I can't stop thinking about. He talked about was this Uncle Phil or maybe it was somebody else, but they said in reference to the Black Panther Wakanda Forever movie, the second movie, how the Mexicans came in, like in the first movie, the Africans were the only one that had that, what's it called, the uranium or whatever? Uranium? Yeah. Is that what it's called? Yeah. African people were the only ones that have it. But in the second one, the Mexicans came in with the Africans' ass. And he said it's a foreshadow of what's to come. When you see Ron DeSantis and Gregory Abbott and what's his name? What's the president's name? Joe Biden. You see them bringing Afghans from other countries, migrants from other countries into these major cities, and they overshadowing black folks. Homeless people been pushed. American homeless people been pushed to the back because they have to cater to the migrants that they are bringing in from all across the world, bringing them into these major cities. And a lot of people saying that they are bringing them in to replace black people because we ain't voting, we ain't going for this no more. Well, I can't speak for a lot of black people because a lot of black people not woke. They still go out there and cha-cha in the voting lines for the Democrat Party, doing the cha-cha. Let's go berserk. Slide to the left. Slide to the right. Jump one time. Jump two times. We love that. I mean, they love that. They did it in the at the voting polls. They were doing the cha-cha in Philadelphia. Y'all remember that? Don't tell me. But look, why do black people keep voting Democratic? Let me sip my coffee while y'all think about it. Who said what? They didn't what?
Do cha-cha.
I don't know.
You said don't.
They were doing the cha-cha line in Philadelphia to vote for the Democrats. And then Kamala Harris, she released a video saying she ain't doing nothing to help black people. Y'all seen the video?
No, she didn't.
Yes, she did. I am not going to specifically help black people. She said it.
Not Kamala.
Yes, Kamala did. Kamala Harris. And do y'all hear how she talk?
She named her Kawela.
You know what? The way she talk, to me, she sound like a white girl that's trying to talk ghetto language. Now, ghetto is a language of Ebonics. I ain't gonna have no right. Let me see if I can't find that video. She said she ain't here to help black people.
That is not what she meant.
That's not what she meant.
No. Y'all took it all out of context.
Wow.
Taking what she's saying the wrong way.
Well, what is she saying?
That I don't know.
Oh my goodness. But so y'all celebrated her and y'all still celebrating her and Joe Biden.
She done hushed up now. I ain't heard nothing more in a while. Why didn't
Cause.
Why didn't do that? The doggone vice president.
Listen.
Again,
Let me start it over.
Had over 200
Let me start
years
this video over.
We had Jim Crow for almost a...
Wait. I lost it. This interviewer asking her about reparations for black people. And listen to what she says. Oh man, I can't rewind it to the back, to the beginning.
Look, less than 20 of these candles per day, sold at $15 a piece, can earn you $60. And I want to show you how you can do that. And no, it doesn't have to be this exact candle, but I'm definitely going to give you some...
Oh, this Uncle Phil. Wait. Let me find the video again, because my time is running out. But I got to find this video where she said she ain't studying y'all black people. She ain't studying us.
Do you support reparations for black people? Well, discrimination, segregation, and now we have segregation and discrimination that is not legal but still exists and is a barrier to progress. We have disparities around housing. We have disparities around education. We have disparities around income. And we have to recognize that everybody did not start out on an equal footing in this country. And in particular, black people have not. And so we have got to recognize that and do something about that and give folks a lift up. That's why, for example, I'm proposing the LIFT Act. Give people who are making $100,000 or less as a family a tax credit, which will benefit and uplift 60% of black families who are in poverty.
So by default, it affects black families, but there's not a particular policy for African Americans that you would explore.
But no, if you look at the reality of who will benefit from certain policies, when you take into account that they're not starting at the same place and they're not starting on equal footing, it will directly benefit black children, black families, black homeowners, because the disparities are so significant. So if we focus on the specific issues that have resulted in the greatest disparities, and we understand that that's part of why we're doing it. Listen, the reality also is this: any policy that will benefit black people will benefit all of society. Let's be clear about that. Let's really be clear about that.
You hear that?
So I'm not going to sit here and say I'm going to do something that's only going to benefit black people.
And why not? They don't want to.
Did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear it? In case y'all didn't.
Why would you want to give black people reparations?
And we understand that that's part of why we're doing it. Listen, the reality also is this: any policy that will benefit black people will benefit all of society. Let's be clear about that. Let's really be clear about that. So I'm not going to sit here and say I'm going to do something that's only going to benefit black people.
She said any policy that benefit black people will benefit society. Any policy that benefits black people benefits society. Did they say that when they gave the Asians reparations? Any policy that represent the Asian people helps satisfy society. How? How did the giving money to the Afghans help black people? How did giving money to the Asians help black people? Black people, when y'all gonna learn to stop following these democratic people? You know, at least with the Republicans, you know that they hate you. They ain't going behind your back and smiling in your face. They tell you straight up. But these Democrats, they go behind your back. They grin in your face and then go behind your back. When are we going to learn? When are we going to get it? What is it going to take? And I'm not bashing people. I just love my own people. And I support my own people. And I want the best for my own people, just like anybody else want the best for their own people. But when we want the best for our people, they call it what? Reverse racism. When we talk about how they treated us and how they still treating us, they calling it reverse racism, which is no such thing. We would know about racism if you didn't show it towards us. You hated us for over 400 years and you still hate us. When will there be a harvest for the black people, for the sons and the daughters of the diaspora? What is it going to take for us to wake up and start helping one another? What is it going to take? How much longer? How much longer are we going to sit back and let these people walk all over us? What are you doing, black people, to become more self-sufficient where you won't have to rely on them? What are you doing to take care of you and your family and your neighbor and your neighbor's neighbor? What are you doing? Are you sharing your knowledge with your fellow brother, or are you holding it, keeping it to yourself? Are you showing your fellow brother how to plant a seed, how to till the yard? Are you showing your fellow brother how to grow something, how to build something, how to fix something? Or are you still relying on your what do we call them? Your direct enemy, the one that has a perpetual hatred towards you? Are you still trying to kiss up to them, trying to make them like you, trying to figure out why they don't like you? Man, I am so disappointed in a lot of black people. So I'm just saying, the time is coming where they're going to make all kinds of demands on us that we don't follow. And most black people are spiritual people. They're going to try to get you to worship their God, which a lot of you are doing now anyway. Whether you know it or not, you're still doing it. You're worshiping Caesar Bogora. Kid Rock. Anyway, I just wanted to talk about that video that Uncle Phil did in the Africa diaspora. I don't know if he's the one that made that point out about Wakanda, but I can't stop thinking about that. Wakanda Forever is a foreshadow of the relationship between black people and Mexicans. Mexicans, they're going to have the opportunity to surpass us if they haven't already, economically, educationally, in the workforce. They're going to come over here. They're going to work hard. They're going to take your job. And all you're going to do is sit back and complain and wait for the next voting period and vote for Democrats again. And then kill each other, right? And that's all I got to say.